then Ronaldo! Balotelli, Aguero! It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent. Here's Messi. Away from 2, 3, 4. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
The Football Drop Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Football Drop Podcast. It's an awards speciale.
It's a double speciale because we are in the same room.
Yes.
Bosh, how's it going?
It's good, and we've worked out that we can just have one camera on us rather than the two.
Yeah, I love how we're pretty much as far away as we can from each other as well.
It's COVID times. Got the cat in.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright. Not too bad. How are you?
Mate, I'm a little bit sad, I'm not going to lie, because whilst we was writing all of this, well, this is our last episode.
Well, you keep saying this, but also before you said that, you said we should do like a block of 5
of the main
episodes all
season.
together.
I mean, like of our main season. Like, season's over. We've got our awards episode today. We've got our team of the season. We've got all sorts of special awards to give out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a little bit sad, really.
Yeah. It is a bit sad.
Get a break from each other, though.
Yeah, but we don't because good news. We're playing football again.
Yeah, we are.
I hope it's weekly. I hope we get to do it weekly.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
But yeah, we're playing tonight.
I'm breaking it for tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I'm going to be so slow at getting off my line. So slow at getting down. Try and save anything. I'm not going to be able to react.
Laura was
Might as
complaining
well.
about how slow you are getting down.
Never that slow. Yeah, I'm just going to be so bad.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping this other goalie. We've got a new goalie.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, from what he said, he's not played for years. I'm hoping he's really shit.
Okay.
Really hoping. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm not confident, but I'm just sort of kind of thinking that if I can get through an hour of kicking, of running, like kicking, and I say running, jogging, walking fast, I think I'll be alright.
You're going to go defence on my team?
I don't know if I'm going to be on your team, but I'd like to be.
I feel like we need to for old time's sake.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about some of the special shirts in the background?
Yeah,
We're
these are yours, aren't they?
about.
You've brought them round, so you've got this one which might not leave.
It definitely will. It'll be coming home with me.
So for those of you who aren't on video, it's the special Inter Milan Turtle edition. So it's got a Ninja Turtle on the front. Then you've got the special away.
You're talking to the microphones, mate. Make sure you're talking to the microphone, just in case it can't pick you up.
Okay, I'm sure it will.
Because we had this issue.
No. Well, it's like that teamwork. Like, yeah, I've got you back. No, that was you, mate. Ben special. So yeah, the Atletico Mineiro. Then you've got that old school Arsenal one, which is fucking beautiful.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It is beautiful.
That was my leaving present from my team.
That is amazing.
I love that.
And then the Inter Miami. It's got Messi on the back as well, hasn't it?
It has got Leo on the back.
And then we've got the Spider-Man.
I do love that Spider-Man shirt.
Oh, I love that.
I do really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, mate.
Yeah, so that's that. How are you? How was your weekend, mate?
I'm good. Weekend was alright. Didn't do an awful lot actually. I think I just had a bit of a chill weekend.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I've done.
No, you look really shifty.
Yeah, it's like, what did I actually do? As soon as you said it, it's like,
It looks really
is this like a
suspicious.
trick question?
It's like you spent the weekend with my mum, but you don't really want to tell me.
Yeah, so I didn't do much, mate. Yeah, just went to Spoons for breakfast. Oh my god, we watched Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Oh, it's weird, isn't it?
What a terrible film.
Yeah.
But it's also really good at the same time.
It's the weirdest film.
I don't understand the storyline.
No.
There's about 25 different subplots.
Yeah.
That all of a sudden just go, oh yeah, bang, dead, done. Big explosion. Motherfucker said about 84 times.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. Selma Hayek really bugs the life out of me in that film as well.
Yeah.
But also she's really funny.
Yeah.
And just as it gets to that point where you can just go, oh, I'm going to turn over in a minute. Something good happens. And you're like, oh, okay,
I'll keep watching for a bit.
Literally, Laura and I watched it the whole night and went, well, that was shit. Just ended. There was like one fight, bang, done. And then it's basically credits. I was like, what?
It was
Just all of a sudden, that's it.
Yeah. Sorry, the dog just growled.
Yeah, we were both looking like, what
I
the
was
hell's
thinking,
going
oh
on?
no, who's coming here? Who's coming to the door?
So yeah, that's about my weekend, really. What about you?
Yeah, I had a nice one, mate. We had a nice family day on Saturday down the beach. Ice cream, crazy golf. I don't know if we talked about the scores actually from crazy golf, which usually means that I lost.
Yeah, if you haven't done it,
Yeah.
I don't have to worry. It's taking part that counts this week.
Very much.
Always.
It's like fucking hell, it was like he was there.
You know where I was. We've been through this.
And then we went to spend the weekend in Greenwich. Well, the rest of the weekend in Greenwich. So did a night, Sunday night.
Yes.
Shits and gigs
How was
live. Inspirational. Like we think we're sat here, kind of in like the extended bit of my kitchen, next to the downstairs toilet, and they're sort of in front of 15,000 people at the O2 doing their podcast live, and I think to myself,
That's mad, isn't it? 15,000 people.
15,000 people.
That's insane.
Like they come out and they were doing like a ring walk, like they because they got the stage like in the middle of the O2. They come there and then walked up to the main stage.
Oh man!
And I'm like,
that
is exactly the sort of shit that me and you would pull if we
would
were doing
love
that.
to do that.
We
What
would
your
be
walkout
so
song?
good. What would be my walkout
Yeah, what
song?
would be your ring walk?
I'd probably go cheesy and just do like Eye of the Tiger or something like that.
Oh, that's boring.
Yeah, it's banging tune though. That's what I listen to when I'm boxing in the gym.
I can get that. It's a motivator. Definitely a motivator.
Yeah, I know, but it's me like there, like throwing two punches and going with the Eye of the Tiger on.
At least you're not breathing to. Mine would be S Club.
Would it?
S Club party, mate.
You'd do
That'd get the crowd going.
You'd do like a Tyson Fury situation.
I think it'd be brilliant.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I can see that doing really well.
And then we had a nice day in Greenwich yesterday. Cut Sark, went to the Meridian line. The one thing about
Here we go. I can see it on your face. You just sort of tweak, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
Well, the one thing I'd say about the Royal Observatory in Greenwich is it's really focused on time.
Yeah.
So there are I'm going to say clock, not anything else.
Yes.
Clocks galore.
As opposed to a clock, it's a clock.
No, I didn't want you to confuse me by saying cock. I didn't want you to think it's cock
do
galore.
normally say that, but yeah.
So yeah, it's clocks galore, mate.
Right.
There's so much in there about clocks and time. I just came away thinking I don't care anymore about the time.
But before you did, you was like, I love time. I'd love to know more about time.
Well, yeah, a little bit.
What did you fucking expect going to the place where that is the centre of where time is measured
Well,
throughout the entire globe, our entire planet, and you're going, it's a bit boring, isn't it? It's all about clocks.
well,
It's all about time and clocks.
yeah. So there were some fascinating things.
It's like
don't
going
get
to a
me wrong.
restaurant and going, why don't they have a football pitch in here?
No, I don't wish
It's so
it was.
stupid.
I think I was just clocked out by the end of it.
You had too much clock.
There was too much clock. I was exhausted from all the clock.
Ironically, I struggled to swallow. That's a clip, isn't it?
That is a clip.
That's a clip.
That is a clip, but not with the camera because no one knows what you're talking about. Why are you swallowing?
Yeah. You got to watch this on YouTube. You just got to watch it. We're not that entertaining. We find ourselves hilarious. That's all that's needed.
That's all that's needed, exactly. Yeah, so it's been nice.
Good, man. Let's move on because there's quite a lot to talk about.
Yeah, bro.
And I don't want to give him too much credit, but Ali has compiled a really interesting list of managerial ins and outs.
Well, it was a big man, 72 hours, and he just pointed it all out.
Yeah.
There's been a few tweaks.
It's been a
since then, but
crazy week, isn't
It
it?
has been absolutely insane, the news. So, I mean, it started off with Chelsea, for me, it started off with Chelsea sacking Pochettino.
You forget him already? He's only
Yeah.
a week. Yeah, I still don't understand that.
And then the list of people that have been tipped to kind of take over from him was Kieran McKenna from Ipswich, who's now, I think, decided to stay at Ipswich.
Yeah, although I did see that there's talks ongoing with United, with his representatives. Not official,
Yeah.
but they've contacted his reps or something.
And then they were linked with, I think Thomas Frank has been linked.
Yeah.
And now they look like they're about to appoint Maresca, the Leicester manager.
Yeah, they're in sort of final talks to talk about compensation and stuff, aren't they, I think?
Which
They never managed
I
it.
find it so. So De Zerbi's left as well. As
Yes, yeah, De Zerbi's got, yeah.
So he was another person that was linked because Brighton would also quite like McKenna as well. I think that they might be interested in Maresca. But what I don't understand about Maresca, Ben, if you can explain it to me. So he was assistant with Pep. He went to Parma. I think he joined Parma in the May 21 and was sacked by the November 2021.
Right.
So he went back to Man City as Pep's assistant.
Yes.
And then he took over Leicester and he won the championship with them.
Made it difficult.
But made it difficult. He was like 10 points ahead at
They
one
won
point,
by
I
a
think it
point,
was.
I
And
think,
then
to Ipswich.
then they won by a point to Ipswich
Yeah.
and got promotion with probably the best team in the championship. Like their team is pretty good in comparison to the others.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
And they've been linked with the Chelsea job after they got rid of Poch. Why did they get rid of Poch?
Because of the handling of transfers, from what I've read.
Because he
So
wanted
Poch
more.
wants more control, and the board are like, no, we tell you what players you've got, then you've got to work your magic. I don't see how that works.
So do
I
you
know other clubs model on that, and it does work, but surely you've got to have some sort of input to say, no, I want this player, or at least that type of player. You can't have, otherwise we just go, we could be managers then, and directors of football. We just go, we want to play like Man City do.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like, yeah, okay. Let's go do it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've got a load of under-18s. Go and do it. It's not going to happen, is it?
No. Exactly. So it's all a bit weird. I just don't get. I don't get that. Or maybe they've just gone. Well, Mikel Arteta was manager, was assistant manager to Pep, and look how he's done. So let's get Maresca, who was assistant manager to Pep, and get him to do really well.
Are they going to give them the time?
No, you don't get time at Chelsea.
No, that's the problem. If you got given that time, I could sort of understand that move a bit more. But maybe it's because Maresca is happy to work in that way. So he's not got as much of an ego, as much of a pedigree as what Poch has. I know Poch's not exactly a serial winner, but he's won a couple of things at PSG, I think. So he's worked in that way, and that's what he wants, and he can almost command that a little bit. Whereas Maresca's got to earn your stripes, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's a case of, no, this is how we run. You like it or lump it. He comes in with that expectation, not changing around him. Chelsea have almost built that foundation now and that model.
Yeah.
You've got to go from there. I don't know.
It's a weird one. I didn't really understand that. So Brighton looking for a new manager. Chelsea are looking for a new manager.
Mm-hmm.
Burnley are now looking for a new manager.
Has that been confirmed?
No, but it's pretty much done.
That's just mental. It's it's like Football Manager has come true.
Yeah.
We can have Vincent Kompany and Craig Bellamy, who, by the way, I would not recognise walking down the street, being in charge of Bayern Munich.
He's not going.
Is he not?
No, I don't think Bellamy's going.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I saw the Bellamy staying. But,
He could take over Burnley.
well, maybe. But yeah, Vincent Kompany, do you reckon that the hierarchy at Bayern went, we need someone who can play out from the back? And they saw Kompany's persistence.
They saw Burnley play and was like, that is our man.
Burnley last season.
Yeah, Burnley in the Championship, they're like, we should play Championship football. That is what us, fucking juggernauts of European football, Bayern Munich. Like, what the fuck must Harry Kane be thinking right now? He's moved to Germany to win guaranteed trophies.
Guaranteed.
He's not won anything apart from the Golden Boot, which is a cannon.
Which was brilliant, yeah.
Which, yeah, I still can't go over But then potentially Vincent Kompany, who's just been relegated, is going to take over.
That is mad, isn't it?
Like, I know Kompany's won loads of trophies as a player, but he didn't do that well at Anderlecht. He somehow got a move to Burnley.
Yeah.
He did fantastic for Burnley.
In the first season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done absolutely shockingly this season. I can't understand it. I can't understand that at all.
It's Bayern Munich mentality, Chelsea mentality. I'm not understanding it. Or is it a sign that there are no top managers out there at the moment? Well, the ones that are taken.
We've still got Conte, who's been linked with Napoli.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's still a top manager.
Yeah, I agree.
Tuchel.
People
is
don't
arguable.
like Conte. He's not a people person.
No,
Conte.
he's not. Tuchel's a bit Marmite.
Oh yeah, Tuchel's free now, isn't
He's free. Xavi's now free.
So yeah, another one.
Yeah.
So Barcelona, after convincing Xavi to
Not
stay,
just convinced, begged
him to stay.
Like, got on all fours and was like, look, we'll do anything.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, okay, now I'm done, yeah.
And then a couple of months later, they sack him.
Mate,
Did you hear what he said?
He said, whoever comes in, you will suffer.
He said that.
Yeah.
But did you hear the other things? He said so after begging me to stay, they sack me. Hala Madrid.
No, he didn't. In that same press conference.
No, I don't think it was real. But could you imagine?
Because the only reason I believe that is because you were banging on last week or the week before, saying that he was praising Madrid and people got annoyed with him.
Yeah.
So obviously they're the way they've done things.
Well, yeah. Not praising them in that sense, but praising them like.
He was like, I fucking love Madrid. They're my team. The team close to my heart. I was born in Madrid. Always supported them. I can say that now. Barcelona have fucked me over.
Yeah.
But now Barcelona getting Hansi Flick.
Hansi Flick's on his way there. Yeah. Who was out of a job, wasn't he? He didn't.
Yeah. Because he did shit at
Germany.
I think he won like 2 games.
Yeah. They've got Nagelsmann now, haven't they, Germany?
Yeah.
So we've got Barcelona, Chelsea, Brighton, Burnley, who all need a manager.
Yeah.
Plymouth don't.
I don't understand how Wayne Rooney keeps getting opportunities. He's flopped everywhere he's gone.
Well, he did all right at Derby, and he did
Still
all right at
got
DC
relegated.
United. Yeah, but
I know they had a
good
good production. I know, and they had hardly any players. I get that, and they had a fighting chance. So yeah, fair enough. Championship / League One is where he belongs.
Well, yeah, that's where Plymouth are.
But they're not their Championship. They've solidified their place in Championship.
Yeah, because Birmingham went down.
Yeah,
who was managed
because
by.
So he is the man to take any Championship and make them worse. He is the man for that job.
Yeah.
So if Plymouth go in, look lads, we can't play Championship football. We're well shit here. Yeah, Wayne, what are you up to, bruv? Fancy coming in for a season?
What's that?
And then he comes out and then says, yeah, I like to get to know the players on a personal level. Why? You shit, you're only going to be there 3 months. You're going to get fucking sacked, mate. You probably don't even know their names, it doesn't matter. He doesn't need to get to know them. They don't even need to know who the fuck he is. They're just like, I don't care. Oh, he scored a load of goals for United in England. Ah, he seems alright. Who are we going to get next? Rio? Get Rio in? He had a load of England caps.
Yeah.
Like, what's the fucking point? Frank. Get Frank in.
Get Frank in. Well,
Not
that's
Thomas.
where. Not Thomas Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
That's where. That's probably where he's likely to go next, isn't he? Oh no, Chelsea are looking for a team. Chelsea looking for a manager.
Don't. I saw a meme the other day, and it was Frank. He's like, yeah, yeah, no worries. No, seriously though, yeah, I'm still free. Don't worry, Todd. Oh, can you imagine the absolute scenes?
I'd love it. We'd have to get Ali on. Who, by the way, 24 hours after Arsenal... Oh, no, we spoke about this last week, didn't we? He texted us to say, can I come on the pod again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Yeah, we spoke about that.
You're only
Let's
on the
not
pod if one of us are ill.
Yeah. So, that probably leads us on nicely into the FA Cup.
Yes. So, Eric Ten Hag, yet to be sacked. However, done himself a world of good.
Yeah.
beating City, I want to say comprehensively. I know it was 2-1, but City didn't really look like threatening apart from the odd chance here or there.
It was a weird City performance, wasn't it?
Do you know what? I was listening to the Brest's football on the way over here, and they were saying, Foden didn't really do much, Kevin De Bruyne didn't do much. It's because they were marked out the game. United's game plan was, I'm going to press every player. No one had a chance, and they had no width in the first half. They just congested the midfield. As soon as Doku come on, you was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
They might do something. And he looked like an absolute menace.
Yeah, he did look. He always does.
Cuts inside or stays on the outside. You never know what he's going to do. I don't think he quite knows what he's going to do.
It's a surprise to him.
It genuinely.
It's like me when I have a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Me? Did I say that? Sounds so similar. But he reminds me of a better Balassi.
Okay.
Because Balassi's footwork was insane, wasn't it? But he always looked like he was going to trip over or do something. Now, Doku still looks like that to me at times.
Yeah.
But at the same time, all of a sudden, it pings like 4 or 5
it's interesting you
metres
picked.
away.
Why did you pick Balassi? Because I
I thought he was so good. No, Walcott wasn't that good at dribbling compared to Balassi.
But Walcott always looked like he was going to fall over.
I mean, a lot of the time he did, but he still scored that mental goal, didn't he? So against Newcastle, I think. But yeah, just in terms of like the dribbling, because Balassi was so good, you never knew what was going to happen next.
Okay.
Because he was just incredibly talented till his injury. But he kind of had the finished article at times, not constantly like Doku. Like Walcott had, obviously he was insane up front, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he couldn't.
Absolute
couldn't
weapon
score.
up front. Couldn't stop. Couldn't stop. Yeah, I think that changed the game, but I think United just had a really good plan. As soon as it went 2-0 up, I thought City aren't coming back from this because they just shut the game out. I mean, their goal was lucky. I think Onana should have done better.
Yeah.
Just absolutely terrible goalkeeping there. But he had a good game overall, apart from that one.
Onana had a very, very good game. He made countless saves, and he definitely come into it this season, Onana, and like that game sort of was like this pinnacle, wasn't it? Of like, oh yeah, okay, actually, I'm doing all right now. But yeah, it was a surprise for me that United would play that well, and like their goals were on the break, and they were very good.
Garnacho was insane.
Yeah,
Played so well.
Garnacho was even Rashford.
Yeah, I think Rashford's been kicked up the arse. I think
It must have
because
been.
the youngsters are doing so well.
And I wonder if that being dropped by England as well. So the England team came out, didn't it?
Yes.
And he didn't make it.
He doesn't deserve to be in it, though.
Well, no, and he probably knows that, but he was like, all right, I need to perform because I've got 8 goals this season in the Premier League.
Yeah, he's got a slight chance.
And I've got to really prove my weight in this last game and win something. She did.
Yeah. Does this make Ten Hag justifiably a success? 2 trophies in 2 seasons for Man United in a very poor. We've slated them throughout the whole season. A very poor season.
So I saw a few things on social media this weekend after Manchester United won the FA Cup, and it was the same people who, when Arsenal finished 8th and won the FA Cup with Arteta, were saying it's a shit season, you're shit, blah blah blah. Those now Man United fans who've won the FA Cup and finished 8th are saying we're better than you. We're really good. We're great. We're this. We're that. We're the other.
Yeah, it's the same haters, isn't it?
So they're like, it's all flipped. So it's funny how that happens. I think for me, if I look through Man United over across the season, take that one game out of it, which is an FA Cup final against their arch rivals.
Yeah, there's always going to be a different.
It's not a real game, is it? In a sense of it's not. You're not going on performance across the whole season. You're going on. Forget Coventry. Forget all of that. This is one game, and that's how they played it across the whole season. Erik Ten Hag was awful. Every single Man United fan will probably tell you that they don't see what anyone else could see with Arteta when he was playing the way he was playing, with Poch the way he started the season to the way he finished the season with Chelsea. Like it's all different.
Yeah.
I didn't at the end of the season think, oh, okay, that's the Man United way.
No, and I totally agree with you on that. But I think it surely gives him some credentials to say that I can compete with
Yeah.
with the top.
I can get to a final and I can win it.
Yeah, and he can deliver trophies.
Yeah.
But he needs to focus on the league stuff a little bit more. I think he's proved I can do trophies. Now, give me 18 months to transform this league team.
100%. He saved his job because there were links, weren't there?
I don't know.
I think it will. I mean, he's come out and he said that if Man United sack him, he'll just go and win trophies elsewhere. And that was before the FA Cup, and I was like, you fucking
Ballsy.
obnoxious prick. But
True.
yeah, did you say baldy?
Ballsy. Ballsy from the baldy.
Yeah. So that's my opinion of it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I agree for the most part. I still think he's off.
Do you? No, I think he'll stay. I think
don't-
he'll get another season.
What?
Maybe not a whole season, but he'll get the chance to have another season.
I think he's definitely increased his chances, but do you see the statements they've put out after? Congratulating the players, they've done so well. No mention of Ten Hag.
Yeah.
That's shit.
Yeah.
They've not backed him. If they were going to keep him, they've had so many opportunities, like golden opportunities, to say, he's our man, we're keeping him.
Yeah.
This is our manager, we've got faith in his ability, we're going to keep going through. I think at times they can do it. Everyone's had injuries and things, but you can argue that he's had quite bad injuries for a lot of the players.
Yeah.
You've got players like Casemiro, who I don't think was his signing. I think that was a statement signing from United of we can attract the best, but he's past it.
He's past it.
Varane-
Johnny Evans
Varane looked good at the time.
leaving now because he's just not
Exactly.
cutting the mustard.
Johnny Evans should not be anywhere near that first team squad.
No. But before the game, I was hearing people saying, "Yeah, Johnny Evans can't not start." And,
Yeah,
and
it's
I'm
mad.
thinking, this is Man United.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, don't get me wrong, I think he's a good player. He's definitely underrated, but he's like 104 years old now.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I mean, I'm not criticising him as a person. I'm just criticising that Man United have got him in defence.
Yeah, it's insane,
It's
especially
mad.
at this stage as well.
And they are £1 billion team.
Yeah, which is but that's
They're the
£1 billion.
most-
You've got Anthony Casemiro. That's 180 million or something.
They're the most expensive team in the Premier League at the moment. Like, Chelsea have spent all that money. I think Man United just outdo them. Man City haven't spent quite as much in the last couple of years as they have before. Man United outdo them. Arsenal, they outdo. It's so much.
The thing is, is it an attractive job?
Yeah, I'd love Man United to approach me and ask them to manage them.
Yeah, but is it an attractive job for someone who is not going to go and fuck them over so Arsenal win more?
No, I think we don't really have to do that, though, do we?
Well, I'd sell Garnacho for like 5 million.
Yeah.
Sell Mainoo for 3. Actually, I'll give Arsenal 5 million to take Mainoo as well.
But no, I think it would be really attractive to go to one of the biggest clubs in the world and try and turn it around. Did you watch the 99 documentary on Amazon yet?
No.
Watch it. It's brilliant.
It's 3 or 4 parter, isn't it?
Yeah, 3-parter. Yeah. It's one of those where I do remember it. It's like that. They talk about the semi-final when Patrick Vieira passed the ball to Giggs, who then destroyed the left-hand side of the Arsenal, well, the right-hand side of the Arsenal defence, on his left, and then he smashes it over David Seaman and takes his shirt off. And I remember that game. I remember sitting up, watching it, having the penalty. Then Bergkamp missed it, and then it goes up and then playing around a bit more, and then he goes to Giggsy, bang. And then I remember the Champions League final as well. It's just, that's what Man United are.
Yeah.
So anyway,
there's a lot of history, but I think they're in such a place now where I think they're kind of getting all the pieces in place to be able to kick on again. But I think they're about 5 years behind everyone at least, because purely for the stadium side as well as the footballing side. That stadium needs a lot of work.
Does need work. They need a lot of money invested. They got the ownership now, so they need money. They've got it. Let's see what they can do in the summer.
Yeah.
But that's probably for another episode.
Yeah, probably slow, mate. Probably slow.
Slow.
I don't know why I said slow. Should we move on to our awards though?
Yeah, let's do
We're
it.
excited for this one, aren't we?
We are.
Right, I've got the awards up here. I think you've got some on your phone.
So should we go team of the season? Should we start with our team of the season? I'll go first.
The football drop team of the season.
So we can then sort of whoever we get as the same will be it, and then we can have a little debate about it and see where we go, and we can pick a final 11. Yeah,
we didn't actually say we was going to do that, and that's a really good idea.
Pickford in goal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Fantastic all season.
I want to put Raya in there. However, as a goalie, I don't think he's had a brilliant season because he hasn't had to have a good season.
He's got a fantastic defence.
Yeah, exactly. But I think honourable mention for your best friend in the world, Kaminsky.
Yeah, 100%.
Fucking love him, don't you?
Love Kaminsky. Come to Arsenal. I've gone for a 3-5-1.
I've gone 4-3-3, so this is going to be confusing.
So I've gone Walker, Saliba and Gabriel.
Saliba and Gabriel, yes. Yeah, it depends what formation we're going to go for here.
Okay, well we can worry about that afterwards. What have you gone?
I've gone for a back four. So I've gone White on the right hand side, just because I think he's had a fantastic season and part of that unit for me. Him, Saliba, Gabriel.
Yeah.
But I've gone for Anthony Robinson on the left.
Okay.
I think he's done really well this season.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. And then in the middle.
So you're on 3-5-1.
Well, I mean, you could probably have 3-4-3.
3-4-3. Okay, go on.
Maybe. Well, so I've gone Rice and Rodri.
Yeah, no doubt. The best two midfielders in the league by a country mile in my eyes.
And then I've got Saka.
Okay.
And then I've got 3 number 10s. I've got Foden, Palmer and Ødegaard because they're fucking unbelievable.
I don't think your team works.
And then I've got Ollie Watkins up top.
Okay, so I agree with Ødegaard, I agree with Foden, I agree with Watkins, and I agree with Palmer. Just in a totally different formation.
You've dropped Saka?
I've dropped Saka. However, the reason behind me dropping Saka...
I'm sorry, but we're not having Robinson in the team and not Saka.
...is I've gone for goals.
Yeah, so why haven't you put Saka in there?
Because Palmer will play in Saka's role. Palmer scored more goals than Saka this season.
But Palmer's a number 10.
No, he's not. He's been playing on the right, cutting inside, all season. Or most of the season. So my number 10 is Foden. Well, Foden / Ødegaard. So this is why it's a bit weird for me, because I've got Rice, Rodri and Ødegaard. So Rodri realistically is at holding. Rice and Ødegaard play slightly further forward. Ødegaard cuts in, does what he wants.
Ødegaard just controls the game.
Yeah, Foden left, cutting inside. Palmer right, cutting inside. And then Watkins. And then you've got White and Robinson doing those overlapping runs. So to me, like, the actual system makes sense. But I've gone for Watkins over Haaland.
Yeah.
Purely because he's had a fantastic season.
Yeah,
Haaland hasn't by Haaland standards.
Yeah.
I know he won the Golden Boot. I know he's had a few injuries. But Watkins, for the team, and I think what Villa's done this season as well kind of influenced that a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he's anything against Haaland at all. It's more what Watkins has done. It's probably undeserved. You know, Man City fans would be like, "Are you fucking joking?" But you know,
I just don't understand how your team functions though.
Because
you've got three.
Well, you've just got Rice and Rodri that just sit there and do just like hold it because they don't have to worry about behind them because no one's getting past Saliba and Gabriel. And if they do, Kyle Walker will just fucking sprint and catch up with them and knock it away anyway. And if not, Pickford will save it. So you're really just talking about the attack. So you've got Rice and Rodri to hold.
You've justified this.
And then you've got Saka, Foden, Palmer, Ødegaard that they just go where they want. You don't really need anyone on the left hand side because you just play it all down the right and through the middle.
So your entire left-hand side, you actually don't have anyone near that wing because you've got 3 centre backs.
No, you will.
No, hang on. You've got 3 centre backs, so they play generally more in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah.
So that left centre back can't really cover that left wing. You've then gone for 2 holding midfielders, so that's it. It's centrally in the middle of the pitch.
But they can move
and
forward.
Then you've gone for 3. There's still no one on the left.
But
so if they've got a really quick right back, you're fucked.
Right. Answer me this, Ben. Answer me this.
I knew you could get asked.
Right. No, I've got a question for you.
Go on.
Where's the goal?
Where's the goal?
Yeah.
At the end of the pitch?
In the middle.
Yeah.
So it's not on the left-hand side,
No.
so it doesn't matter.
Joe, you've sold football. You have sold football.
I'm the next Pep.
Get Eddie on the phone. Like that. Add me to one of Arsenal's 57 coaching team members. I'm there.
There will be someone there to cover it. Foden won't leave that. He won't. He'll be like, he's intelligent. He's got street smarts.
Foden is known for his tracking back and tackling.
Exactly.
Tackling prowess.
So we'll just outscore. Like if they go up there and they score from that sort of left-hand side, like their right-hand side, whoever this team is, it doesn't matter because
Could be
we'll just
my
go
team, but
back
actually-
down the other end and score. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. We're up against Robinson. Oh no.
Ben White.
No, because it'd be the left, wouldn't it?
Left or right?
Yeah.
You still don't have anyone on the right either.
So I think I won that argument very convincingly.
We're going to get so much shit when we post our team of the season. People go, why have we got no one on that side whatsoever? If I just sent it on the picture, right.
Yeah, that's what the action is. So if you're that side, if you're watching from that side in the stadium,
boring first half.
yeah. Wait till the second half though.
Yeah. I think it's interesting though. We've got a lot of the same players.
Yeah.
I don't think there's too much. Depend on formations, but everything else is pretty much the same.
We can sort that out and stick it on socials. But yeah, that's mine.
Sounds good.
Who was your player of the season?
Oh, okay.
We need a drum roll for this.
I think it's pretty obvious as well. Phil Foden.
Phil Foden.
Phil Foden is the FDP player of the season. He's just been insane, hasn't he?
Yeah, what he hasn't done isn't really worth talking about. He has been absolutely mental. Yeah, I've appreciated him.
Goals, assists.
Everything that he's done, setting up play, goals, assists, running through. You know, the game runs through him. When he's not there, Man City seem to scrape by. But
Just controlled it all, isn't he, as well?
I had a special shout out for Rodri though. I thought Rodri's had a really good season, and also Erdegaard and Rice.
And Rice, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, I think there is definitely special mentions there. And I think Watkins bringing up that sort of top five, because I think he's had just an insane season.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
And then who's your young player of the year then?
Young player of the season, I have gone for Palmer.
Cole Palmer. Not Saka?
No.
No?
No.
But you put Saka in that spot ahead of Palmer.
Because Palmer's a number
Palmer's
10.
a number 10, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with you on young player. I'm trying to be a dick. Yeah, Cole Palmer is. I don't think anyone really expected that, especially in this Chelsea team.
Yeah.
I mean, we all knew he was pretty good. You know, he scored a banger against us in the Community Shield, didn't he?
I can't remember, did he?
Yeah, start of the season.
Okay.
Smashed it. So yeah, I think he's done incredibly well for Chelsea.
Yeah.
He is almost Mr. Chelsea at this point.
He has been this season.
He is Chelsea.
I can't think of anyone else who's done a better job of dragging their team through this season.
No, than him.
Yeah.
Especially from a young player perspective, yeah. Absolutely.
What's next on your list? Underrated?
Yeah, underrated player of the season. There's a few here.
Yeah, we need to pick one, don't we? So I've gone for Bowen,
Yeah.
but I think Morris, Solanke, you got Fernandez on top of that as well.
See, Bruno Fernandes, I think anyone who listens to this knows I'm not exactly his biggest fan.
No.
But what he's done this season really has gone under the radar.
Yeah.
And FA Cup final kind of highlighted that with that pass.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did it. He looked like it felt like hours before to see where he was. He just knew straight away. It was instinctive. So yeah, I think it's difficult. I think Bowen's got under the radar because West Ham haven't done that well. But Bowen himself is playing in that more striker central position.
Yeah.
And I think he's done really well, considering he's not a natural striker.
He's not a natural striker. He's had Antonio out that's left him sort of to cover that role, whether he's up top or on the right. It'd be interesting to see what happens with Paqueta, actually. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, the betting scandal.
Yeah, so he's been betting on himself to get yellow cards. And then when you see them, like randomly just jump up and he'll punch the ball, or he'll go in with a bad tackle, or something like that, and you think,
Yeah,
what?
Proper dodge, isn't it?
Dodgy.
Proper dodgy.
So yeah, I think for me, Bowen. I don't know whether you agree or not. Whether we need to have a debate.
I want to say Morris,
Morris.
just because no one expected Luton to be doing really anything.
Well, we
Yes.
expected them to get relegated.
Well, yeah, but doing anything well,
Yeah.
shall we say? And I think they gave a good account of themselves the first half of the season. They definitely tapered off a lot. But
Yeah, I mean, two teams had points deductions, and Luton still got relegated.
yeah, I suppose.
It's not Morris's fault. I'm not saying it's Morris's
We'll
fault.
We'll go Bowen.
I'm just saying that's I agree. I think he's had a great season.
Yeah. Okay, so Bowen is our underrated player of the season, yeah?
So who would you say is flop of the season? So I've got my thoughts on it. I think for me it's Casado. And I feel it's kind of harsh because he did start to pick up towards the end, but he was just for 100 and whatever it was, 115 million or however much it cost him. It was
ridiculous.
Just awful.
Is that because of the price tag, or is that because of his performances? Though
Both.
okay,
I think they so we're talking flop of the season. So somebody who was bought and then
big hypes.
There was big things around, especially after the season he had last season. You had Liverpool and Chelsea both fighting for him. You could also argue Mudryk was flop of the season because he's been terrible. Picked up again last couple of games of the season, but he's been generally awful.
Are we going to include Calvin Phillips on loan?
Calvin,
I know you mentioned him before we click record.
Calvin,
He's been awful
Phillips.
since he went to West Ham.
Just unbelievably bad. What did he? First game, didn't he?
He got sent off, didn't he?
Was it sent? He sent it off, and then didn't he pass it back, but fucked it up, and then somebody scored, and then he just couldn't get in the team really after that. It was so poor. So I'm happy to go with Calvin. I'm happy to go with Casado, and I'm happy to go with Mudryk. But I can't think of anyone else who was so bad.
No one stood out for me as being an absolute terrible player. I mean, Nicholas Jackson was. He was going to be in the running, but he's actually scored a lot of goals.
He's done all right in the He
just looks terrible, but he's actually not a bad player.
He's going to be good.
I love how we've also mentioned two Chelsea players, even though Chelsea have had a decent season.
Three.
Oh, Mudryk as well. So
Yeah.
I think Caicedo, and I think the main driving factor is that price tag.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. It's official, guys. FDP flop of the season.
Casado.
Moises Concedo.
Nice. Wow, you said it differently every time.
That's a Concedo because it's a joke because he concedes loads of goals.
Oh, right, got you.
Caicedo. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, sorry, that went right over my head.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Like the ball will later on. Football.
So, why did you... So, I mean, goal of the season is pretty obvious, isn't it? Garnacho.
Yeah.
Overhead kick.
Yeah.
Incredible technique. Never seen anything like it.
I can't remember who it was. Who was it that set himself up the other week?
That was Kudus.
Kudus.
Good special shout out for Kudus.
Special shout out.
He was fucking incredible this season. Like he joined in January.
Flashes though. No, he joined in the summer.
Oh, was
He's
it
had
summer?
flashes, but I think he had a couple of injuries as well. But also the team all of a sudden just flopped, didn't they?
They went down. Yeah, they had a couple of games. But Kudus was there consistent. If they can keep him, fair play. It's a Kudus.
So goal of the season, we're saying Garnacho. I think you can't. Yeah, you can't beat that really, can you? Let's be honest.
Yeah. Shithouse of the season.
Yeah, I think there's two main players for this.
Okay.
For different kinds of reasons. Neil Maupay, because he winds everyone the fuck up and just doesn't care what he does.
Neil Maupay, yeah.
Whether it's
100%.
on the pitch or whether it's on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, he just doesn't care. But the other one for me, and I think people have cottoned on to what he does a lot more, and the North London derby, I think got the biggest plaudits and hatred with the whole glove situation between Ben White and Vicario.
Yeah.
I really don't know where to go with this. So they're my two. You've got to choose this one.
I think Maupay, what he did was funny, but he did go. Was it the Madison Dart celebration he did?
Yeah.
And he went too soon, didn't he?
Yeah. So they won the. Maupay lost the game in the end, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mopay lost the game.
Mopay's team.
Oh right, Brentford.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a bit like, oh yeah, shithouse, but you've gone a bit too soon there, and you've kind of embarrassed yourself. And maybe being a bit I watch White all week, every week.
It's so funny.
I watch White all week.
Great.
I just
your sort of setup you've got now.
yeah. So I'm like, when he's like pitching at the Caro's thing, then I saw him like the team was celebrating together, and he's like booted the ball at one of them. I think he's done it twice. I think he booted the ball at Erdegaard as well.
Slapping Erdegaard's head and
slapping his head,
throwing everything.
And then like
he always pinches people during corners as well. Every corner.
And I know Gabriel's like that as well. But I think White, it was middle of the season, I think, and the fans were shouting out something about White's got a really good fake tan. he just sort of looked up and was like, it's just like the interactions that he has, and I just think, yeah, brilliant. So I'm happy to give it to. I think Mopay was a twat. Okay. And
we're going White, are we?
But I think White, let's go White, because he has been funny, and we are Arsenal fans. So let's do that.
Okay. The next one is kind of linked in with shithouse a little bit, but it's also more of, you're an absolute fucking embarrassment. Now, the biggest embarrassment of the season award.
Yeah.
There's only one person for this. Now, he's a bit of a favourite to hate on this podcast. Rich Atkinson.
Rich Atkinson, the Richarlison. Yeah, he is. I mean, not as much as last season where he celebrated and got yellow carded and then the goals were written off. That was special.
He topped himself this season though, isn't he?
With the Gabriel situation in Brazil.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what was it? He said something about being, he's Gabriel wasn't that great. He's fourth choice, never getting the team, and then now Gabriel's in the team and Richarlison's been kicked out. So
you're an embarrassment, Rich Atkinson.
I think we should probably now rename the award the Rich Atkinson the most embarrassing Rich Atkinson award goes to Rich Atkinson.
Rich Atkinson embarrassing award. There we go. Let's go to a nice one. Manager of the season.
Manager of the season.
I think there's quite a few names that can be added to this. We've narrowed it down to 2. I think you can add a few more in here, to be fair.
There's got to be a special shout out for Pep, Mick, Unai,
Gary O'Neill for me, and
Gary O'Neill, Iraola, Dyche,
and Glasner.
I
know he's only been in for half a season. That's the only reason he's not in the running. But what he has done for Palace in the 3-4 months he's been there is annoyingly incredible.
Yeah. I mean, Forest, they did well to get out of a hole. I don't think manager of the season. Everton did really well. Dyche and his tracksuit in the end, managed to get him through. But I think for me, it's got to be what Pep does, 4 in a row.
Oh.
And I'm assuming that by that you're going Unai.
I'm going Unai because with Pep, he's got the most expensive squad, apart from United somehow, ever assembled. He's got a stable squad. He knows exactly what way he wants to go. And I don't think they've had a fantastic season.
So let's go Unai.
They've lost a few games that they shouldn't have lost. They've drawn a few. Don't get me wrong, the second half of the season they do what City do. I'm not knocking that at all. I think what he's done is incredible. But compared to a treble last season, you've only won the league. I know I say that. It sounds ridiculous. I know everyone's going to probably slate me for saying that. But you have only just won the league. And you only won it by 2 points.
Fine.
To an Arsenal team that are, I think we should be competing now. We spent a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. But as everyone says, we haven't won anything for ages. We won the FA Cup 3 years ago. We haven't actually won anything. So you've literally won the league against teams that aren't really winners yet.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go Unai for
think
what
Unai for
he
that
did,
one.
even though they got spanked 5-0
They
Palace.
didn't give a shit, did they? They're on holiday, mate.
Yeah.
But what he's done for Villa this season, no one saw that coming, I don't think.
Fair enough.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one, we have got the worst manager of the season. So I think it's Heckingbottom. I don't think there's any doubt about it. And even after Heckingbottom, you probably got the guy who replaced
Well
him.
done. I think there is an honourable mention for Vincent Kompany. Now, this is purely because he will not fucking change no matter what.
No.
And I think for me, if you're a good manager, you've got to realise
Adapt.
it's not working.
Overcome.
Let's just at least have a slight variation on it, so you're not getting caught out every second time you play the ball out from the back. But I agree with you. Paul Heckingbottom was fucking awful.
Bad manager for Sheffield United.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah,
I think that was
yeah.
quite easy.
That was easy. The next one is my favourite award.
This is our final award.
This is my favourite one though.
We've already got a special name for it. Go
The
on.
Scott Parker Best Dressed Manager of the Season.
Oh.
I think we have narrowed it down to 2.
We've got 2. There's an honourable mention. So the honourable mention is because it's not necessarily his dress sense, it's just the fact that he always looks like an absolute scruff bag.
He looks like, so you know Joey in Friends when he buys all the Porsche stuff?
Yes.
And he looks like that, but with Liverpool. It's like Liverpool is thrown up all over him.
Yeah.
He's got a Liverpool hat, Liverpool tracksuit. He's got everything. Yeah.
That's a really good comparison. I never thought of that. He's literally always the hat, the coat, the polo, the trackie. Yeah.
He is Liverpool through it. He's Mr. Liverpool, really. I mean,
He is.
Since sort of the likes of Paisley and such, he is Mr. Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp, who unfortunately we won't be seeing anymore, but
it's a loss for the league, isn't it?
he definitely gets the worst dressed manager award from the FDP, and he'll probably take that and he'll with both hands and put it next to the Champions League winners medal that he's got.
Yeah, he'll happily have that. If we were doing trophies, he'd take that.
Yeah, we could do
100%.
medals. We could do medals and send it to him.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
But can you come on the podcast and accept it?
Yeah.
Yes, we've got 2
So for
finalists
Scott Parker
here.
Best Dressed Manager Award, Pep always gets the badging. Pep's always got a Stony on, CP Company, the like. He's always got a badge in there, isn't he? Like he loves a Stony.
Yeah.
He does it. He like has the badge in, and he's just there like
always,
that. Like,
always.
yeah, boys. Yeah, how's it going?
Get the badge in. I was going to get the arm. Like, get the night badge in.
Yeah, no, you know you got Stony there.
Yeah,
haven't you?
Stony on the arm. Yeah.
Anyway, either that or
Mr. Sean Dyche.
the tracksuit.
Yeah,
of
not Sean Dyche
Dyche.
in his suit.
Not in his
We
suit.
always know he always looks sharp in his suit. But Sean Dyche in his tracksuit because of the effects.
Yeah.
I'm really torn with this one.
I'm torn because Pep is obviously
Grab a coin.
obvious winner.
We will flick this live. Heads Pep, tails Dyche. Yeah.
Okay, unless there's anyone else you want to mention.
No, I'm happy with those 2.
Mikel Arteta's a classy guy.
He does look classy, but I think Pep's sharper.
Pep is sharper than Mick. Yeah.
And I think it's more because Mick's hair doesn't change whatsoever.
Did you see the rain the other day? And Arteta's hair just stayed the same.
No, honestly, it's got to be a wig. It's got to be just glued on. And
It's unbelievable.
It's like Lego hair. It's just like plastic. You pop it on, click.
Yeah. Do you reckon that's what he does in the morning?
It must take him hours to get it that solid.
It's unbelievable. Anyway, we digress. You ready?
Yeah. Pep heads, Dyche tails.
I missed it.
It's a good start. Now flick it again because you dropped it. Oh my god.
His heads. His heads.
It is heads.
It's Pep Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola is the winner of the inaugural Scott Parker Best Dressed Manager Award.
And Will gets the worst coin flipper award.
He does, yeah. We have got 2 more actually.
Okay.
We've got, and these are the awards between us 2.
Oh, is one of them the one that I didn't really know that we were doing?
You did know, and you just chosen to ignore it.
Right.
Because, to be fair, and I'll hold my hands up, the Predictions Cup 2023-2024, it's not really been a competition for quite a while. Since about January, it's not been a competition. I still held out hope that I would catch up, and every time I was like, I've had a sick weekend. This has been incredible. I've got 2 or 3 results. I'm like, come on, you get 4 correct results.
Yeah.
Or you get 3 correct results and like 5 correct scores or whatever.
I think there was one that you was like, yeah, I've smashed it. And then I messaged you the results, and you were like, how? And I was like, yeah, it was our highest ever one.
Yeah.
It was like 16-15 to me, and you're like, oh, I didn't check yours.
Yeah, it was insane. I got so crazy. Do you know what? I remember I was sat there in Tesco car park waiting for Laura because I couldn't be asked to go because I felt really rough. So I was just sat there, window open, in the car, just like, oh, I'll just stick Sky Sports News on and see what the scores are. And I'm like, oh, I've smashed this one. I remember I was rubbing it in. I was like, mate, you're getting annihilated. I'm not catching up. I think I was only about 6 points away from you at that point. Yeah, I think it ended up. I think you got like 14. I think I got 6.
Yeah.
Because those last 10 minutes, we used to always fuck
They
me
fucked
over.
you up, yeah.
So yeah, congratulations, William, for Predictions Cup winner.
Thank you very much.
You'll get your trophy this evening.
Thank you very much. So the Predictions Cups, that's 2 in a row. So it's 2-2 now. 4 years we've been
it's
doing
2-2,
it.
yeah.
2-2.
And we started FPL this season. So we still do we've done our league.
Yeah.
So we'll post that this week in terms of who's won the league. But we had a joint one between us, didn't we? Who's going to win? This wasn't a competition either.
No. Well, it wasn't. No, I had Harry Kane for half the season up front.
And we spoke about this for so many weeks on the podcast. You could have just gone, all right, hang on. I sent you a picture of the award that we'd already bought.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, no, I did.
I haven't seen it.
Mate, 100%. I've showed you as well.
I don't think I've seen it.
Well, you see it tonight. When I'm posing.
Yeah.
I'll send you a selfie with that, with a bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
I smashed you on the FPL.
Yeah, you did.
I think by about 400 or 500 points in the end.
I'm not surprised. I didn't try.
Yeah, it was no competition.
No.
So I'm happy that I've won one award. I need to maybe create another award for next season that I've got a chance to
Yeah, yeah, let's do that, yeah.
But if any of you guys that are listening, if there is a competition that you potentially want us to do for next season, we can add that in.
And if it's like Will Be Ben, that went really well and we tried it this season.
Yeah, we still need to do that baby food. That was season 2. So yeah, maybe we'll do that in the summer.
We might get baby food. I wouldn't fucking hold your breath, though.
Yeah, don't hold your breath.
It's so bad on this podcast, the features that we have. The stats stopped.
What happened to
Stats have gone. Guilherme, that went.
Guilherme, I think he passed away, didn't he?
Guilherme went. Pablo, what would Mari do? That went.
That never started.
Never started.
We just sang it because we thought it was cool.
Yeah. Features are not something that we really stick to on this podcast. But you never know, next season is a new season.
I say, we've got some ideas for next season. And we're going to streamline some bits because we know we do waffle on a bit too much, don't we, sometimes?
No.
So we will announce those maybe in the off-season, do some little snippets, let people know perhaps. Don't know. As you can tell, we plan this. We're not
Yeah,
just
we know
discussing
exactly
it
what
as
we're
we
talking
speak. It's not news to either of us as we speak.
Pardon?
It's not news to us either as we speak and go, oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice, yeah, cool.
But thanks everyone for listening this season. We hope you've enjoyed us. We've definitely enjoyed you. I will just say, please give us a review. 5 stars, preferably.
Yeah, ideally.
Please give us a nice comment. Please follow us on social media. Please have a little like and a comment on all of our social media stuff, including YouTube. Give us a follow, give us a subscribe, give us a like, give us a comment. Like, I think when you listen to podcasts, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and they say this a lot, and you're like, oh, fuck it, I can't be fucked.
Just do it once for us, that's all we need.
I just listen and that's it. But those 2 seconds mean more to us and to this podcast than you'll ever know.
Yeah.
It's
It makes
all
such a
in the
difference.
algorithm. It's all in the socials. It's all in the this is doing alright, that's doing alright. It's a fucking minefield. I've had to do a course to get my head around it, and I still don't understand it.
Yeah, we're not getting more likes, but I'm glad that you've worked on it.
Yeah,
It's so difficult, but yeah,
So
it does help.
please do that for us. It does mean more than you'll ever know. Like, it's not just a like. It's more than that. So please just do what you can for us. We really appreciate it. Sorry to beg and plead and be a bit fucking thirsty. Who was your Thirsty of the Year award?
You. Just for this.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.